Okay, looking at all the parts in here, I think that's the O-ring what goes on that. And I've got to get that old O-ring off. That's a tiny O-ring. That's not the same one. There's not an O-ring in here that size. That one fits around it, but it won't go down in the hole. Okay, luckily this old O-ring is in good shape. Nice and supple. So I don't know if I want to put that on there yet. I think I want to put this guy on next. This only goes on one way. It goes that way. Spring. Screws. Okay, that guy's on there. Now the piece that goes here is up in the ultrasonic at the moment. So I believe it's probably time for me to go get that. Let's find gaskets. Let's see, it's got to go that way. Those look like the same. That's that one. This one goes, does he go that way? That's not where that one goes. That looks like the right one for that. So that one doesn't get used. Where does this one go? Or does he even get used on this? I guess he does. He gets used right there. Yep, that's where that one goes. And the new copper washer for this guy goes right there. Put him back in the box so we don't lose him. Let's go to, oh, I still got to clean that. Don't think I'm going to put that on yet till I get that other part out of the ultrasonic. Let's go get it. Okay, back from up there. This is the little bracket that holds the wires. It came out spiffy. This is, I'm guessing this is a jet. It goes right down in here and uses that 9mm deep well to set him. Let's get the, where's the ratchet? Ratchet, ratchet, ratchet. Hid the ratchet, oh there it is, it's right in front of me. I just love hiding things from myself. Okay, that's in there. Now this plastic piece that fit over that, and the wide part goes that way. And goes right in there just like that. Those parts are now in there. Does that show? Yep. Okay. Now, what's next? Oh, look at that sight glass. That thing came out crystal clear in the ultrasonic. So I need to go back and review my video to see what parts come apart in what order. Now this right here, this guy goes there. Yeah, go ahead and put him in. Putting one end of the blade down and then raking the other end, that's to keep it flat so I don't end up gouging the aluminum. That's real easy to do on this stuff. But if you keep it moving perfectly flat and using the surface to guide your razor blade, you don't end up screwing things up. Okay. I remember right, these things were pretty doggone tight. And that's pretty tight. Okay. Now I got another piece that goes here. I saw a gasket for it. Here's the gasket for it. Now what goes in there? I don't know. I'll have to go find out what goes in there. The float. Just put that there for now. This needle, it came with this one, is a part. So you have to assemble it, apparently. So let's see about assembling that. There's a needle. There's a little spring that goes inside it. There's the plunger. Let's compare this one to the other one. Looks to be the same. So this little piece of metal bracketry right here flips around that. Does that show? This is like four-part harmony. There's a spring, there's this plunger, the barrel, and this little clip that holds it all together. And that clip fits into just a little recess right inside that barrel. Just for grins, I'll take the old one apart just to show how that works. I can keep from shooting parts all over the place. I don't have my up-close glasses on, so this has got to go. Let's see. Let's try some needle nose. That doesn't want to come apart, but you can kind of see how it's coming. I don't want that centerpiece to go flying off. There it goes. I think. There. That just pulled out. And then the stem fits in there. And there's a little spring in there. Spring didn't pull out. I'm going to put it back together so I don't lose parts. I think I'm going to put it back together. I need to go get my up-close glasses so I can see this thing. Okay, now I got my up-close glasses on. I can see what I did. I can start at one side and push it on there. That's how it goes. Now what we got to do, since this is a new needle, and where's the pin for the float? Stuck to the magnet, like everything else in there. This slides up over that, like that. And put the pin back to it. If I can hit the hole, always had that problem. Oh, it's only going from one way? No, it just wasn't down far enough. Okay. Now you can see how that is. See how high that float's riding now? That thing needs to be down like about there. I believe that was, what was it, 9.8 millimeters off the bottom. Let's go. Let's reset this guy. Zero. .81. That's, and when this thing's sitting flat, that's got a long way to go. We got to bend that tang. That's concerning. So what you do, let's see if I can show it. This little tang that's right there that the needle rides on, you bend that up or down to adjust the float level. And that's got to go up a long way. And you just kind of have to do it and see what you got, and do it again, see what you got, till you eventually get on it. Anytime you put a new needle or a float or a seat in one of these things, you're going to have to do this. Make sure your float still, your pivot stays on there. I'm going to get around there so I can get a little bit of a better grip on it. And bend that thing up. Needs to go some more. It's getting closer. It's got a little ways to go. But there's a spec for the bottom and the top. You got a tang in the backpack here. This one right down here that adjusts it for how far the float goes down. And then this one on this side adjusts how far the float goes up before it shuts the fuel off. And it's got to bend up a little bit more. I think I'm still a little bit high. It moved just a little bit. Yeah, I'm still pretty high. I don't like having to move this thing that far. That needle, way different the way it fits on that seat than that old one. Where's my other pick? Get my longer pick. That one weighs. Now let's see how close we are. Man, we're still high. I really don't like this. Put a big old oomph on it. That went a ways. Let's level this up. Level the camera so that shows. Now we're a little low. Good. At least we're in the ballpark. What we're doing is making some difference. You just have to keep going back and forth till you get it. That's just about it right there. Okay, now there's also a setting for how far this thing goes back. I got to go look that up. Okay, the spec on this one is 45 to 48 millimeters on the highest part from the casting to the highest part. So let's go. The 45 to 48 is 3 millimeters different, so that'd be what, 46 and a half to get it right in the middle. Right? Okay, so it's pretty close. It could go a little bit higher. So we're going to bend this tang out just a smidge. That barely hits it. That might be a little low. I think I'm going to push that board down just a smidge. This one's easier to monkey with than the other one. That's about good. Let's go 48. That's the highest. $47.99. That's pretty close, don't you think? 48.02. Okay. That's right on it. Can you see that? Turn this up. Might be just a smidge low. I gotta hold this thing parallel. I'm gonna bend that tang down just a little bit. One of the guys on the forum said that he ran his at 45 and he liked the way it ran. So I'm gonna bend this down just a smidge more. Let's see what we got now. That's a little under 48. I think I'm gonna put that there. That looks good. Let's check the other end again. What was it, 9.8? Actually, it's 9. It says it's 9.5 to 10.5, but 9.8 sounds okay. And it's right there. Okay, so now the float level's set. What's next? Are we ready for this to go into that? We might be. Let's put that out the way for the time being. This goes there. All of those guys line up. I got one hole over here that looks like it's just a little bit off. See that guy right there? I might take an X-Acto and increase that size just a smidge. And of course, I hid my up close glasses from myself again. This has got to come that way just a smidge. Let me go find my up close glasses before I screw something up. This guy right here. Let's see. Just about got him. You cut a little tab sticking out there that I cut that didn't come loose. Don't want that running around in the carburetor. Looks like it's still just a little bit covered up. Might not hurt anything. But let's make it perfect. I believe that's going to get it. All the holes are lined up. Now that hole is completely uncovered now. That one right there. I believe this one's good to go back together. And you got to be careful with this thing right here because this got to go down that plastic tube. Does that show? Let's go look and make sure. This needle right here has got to go down this plastic tube just over the jet. Get this guy placed on here again where he's supposed to be. And let's see. Can we drop this on there now? Well, if I went the right direction, I probably could. That goes there. Float goes down inside. Float pivot's got to fit in there. There. Boom. However, this has got to go that side. Got to make sure these arms right here that go to the automatic choke are going the right places. Where's the other arm? Is it on here? Yeah, it's on here. Okay. Okay, screws. That's these guys. I'm just going to put a couple of them in till I go back and revisit because there's some brackets and things that have to go. Let's put this one in the middle here. Now, let's make sure needle's working. Let's get this arm here into that. Okay. Now, one of the automatic choke keys is in. And let's put this tiny little clip on there to hold him in. Did that go in? Yep, that went in. Cool. Okay. Now we've got this tab and this tab and this tab would mount on those things somewhere. I believe, let's see, the wires, that may go there. I think that's where that one goes. Let's go find out where these guys go. That's a little washer that just came off of that. I'm glad that came off. Now I know where it's supposed to go. I hate finishing up something this complex and having pieces left over, mystery parts. Let's see. Oh, crap. I got to pull the thing off again. Dang it. Why? Because this thing right here has to screw into that with the washer on it. Crap. I think I'm going to go have a beer before I pull that thing back apart. At least I've done it once. Carb is on the level plate. It's all back together now. Ready to test the float level on it. They went together fine. It fought me though.